Good morning, everyone. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to another Tuesday Tune-In. Today, being the 25th of October, it's our second tune-in for the cohort. I have really been enjoying interacting with your submissions via the feedback that I'm giving you, as well as we're also replying when we can, whether it be a journal comment or a discussion. We're separating it out, so we may not reply to you each time, or maybe one or two times during the course of the cohort. Just keep an eye out for those. I wanted to talk to you about a couple things today, just to make sure we're all on the same track. Remember, the cadence of our due dates are Thursdays and Sundays. Of course, we're not super exacting around submission times, but I do want to encourage that. One right place to remember that you can go to check what is due is, believe it or not, right up in the calendar on your course. So if you click on calendar, this tab up here, you can then go and look, for example, knowing that the due date is Sunday, our last things that were due for this Sunday were the course description assignment, the self-assessment workbook assignment, and the online learners and you journal. So those three things were actually due Sunday at 10. I know I've got some outstanding, as well as some outstanding from our original due date of our Start Here activities. So if you wouldn't mind submitting those, I'd greatly appreciate it. That being said, you can still get them in and submit them. So it's good in that regard. If you notice that I have given you a grade that is not the full credit, so let's say the point value is a 3, and you get a 1. That means you're going to need to pay particular attention to my feedback and resubmit the assignment based upon some suggestions that I've made around what you've submitted. So take a look at that just to make sure. And I'll show you where to look at all that here in just a little bit. But moving on, remembering that we have a due date coming up this Thursday, we can go to Thursday, the 27th, and know that we only have two things due this Thursday, right? One is the self-assessment workbook for Module 2, because that's where you'll be in Module 2. And then the course outline assignment. Both of those are accessible in Module 2 that I can find simply by going into the course itself and accessing Module 2, which covers navigation. So I hope that's beneficial for you. Just remember that those are the things that are coming up for this Thursday, right? The Module 2 stuff. So that being said, I wanted to talk to you about how I've been interacting with you in the course. During the course, I'm going to be trying to interact with you in different ways. But for starters, I'll be replying to some of your discussions and commenting on some of your journals and things like that. But the feedback in the gradebook is what's important. And it's important for you as an instructor too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on my student preview in the cohort. And then I just say that I'm a student and I wanted to check and see what my grades were and look at the feedback that might be associated with that, right? So that's simply done by going up to, as a student, the gradebook up here. So this is where you'll go to check to see your feedback and your grade on assignments. So if I click on gradebook, it takes me to the things that I, as a student, have done. So you'll look here. I've submitted two things because it's a dummy account, and I'm not really going to go through and redo all the work for myself that I've already created. But I wanted to draw your attention to the self-assessment workbook assignment first. You'll notice that I've got a grade here, the full grade. If it was a 1 out of 3, it would probably have feedback, right? Because that's going to tell me I need to take a look at it and possibly resubmit the assignment. But you'll notice here that I can click on the feedback button. It pulls up the thing, and I can actually click here to see it and look at the attempt. So I click it and open the attempt, and here this is where I look at it. It actually shows my submission, and then it shows feedback over here on the right. Two things. Oh, wow, Jacob's added something to my submission. There's a checkbox, which meaning that I did something. Wanted to remind you that as an instructor, on submitted things like documents or PDFs or even images, you can actually do inline grading and add comments and graphics and things like that to draw attention to the students on their assignment so they can see what's going on. So in that case, I put a giant check mark here for you not to miss. And then, of course, the feedback shows up over here. So that's where I will be giving you feedback. Some of the time, we'll be grading with a rubric. And the feedback might actually be inside the rubric. I might have given you a little bit of feedback outside of what the rubric does as well. But I wanted to remind you that you access this again. And I'm going to step back out of this by clicking. Whoops! I'm going to one more step. I'm going to click on the assignment. It takes me here where I can see this, right? I don't want to do another attempt. I want to look at what my attempts were. So I can, okay, there's my attempt. I can click on my attempt and then it shows it here. And to open it, I just click it. And then there I can scroll down and see my submission with any kind of annotations that the instructor might have added, as well as the feedback here on the right-hand side. So I hope that you avail yourself of this particular way to get access to things. Remember, it's not the only way. You probably, you'll probably also have your activity stream, right, that you can get to. So this, whenever we do grade things in the cohort, you're going to show a little thing on your activity stream, and you can access it that way. Or you can just go through the grade section on the ultra-based navigation as well. So all those things are important. I just wanted to talk to you a little bit today about the stuff that we've gone over and the stuff that we're going to have due this Thursday. Remember, if you have any questions, please post them in our virtual office, which is located under course information in the cohort. And we're looking forward to it. I love a lot of the things you guys have been posting. I love learning from you and seeing your perspective around how you do your thing, right? Because you guys are the experts. So thanks a lot. Remember, if you have any questions, reach out. We're glad to be here with you. Have a great day.